We all know that exercise is important for good health, but did you know that there are some sports which can be dangerous for your health? In today's video, we will share with you 7 sports that you should avoid at all cost. Let's get started. 1. Rugby. Rugby is a contact sport played with an oval ball between 2 teams of 15 players. The objective of the game is to score more points than the opponent by advancing the ball down the field into the opponent's goal area. While it is undoubtedly a thrilling sport to watch and participate in, rugby comes with its fair share of risks. The high-impact nature of the sport can lead to severe injuries, especially to the head and spine. Players regularly experience tackles and collisions that can cause concussions and other traumatic brain injuries. Furthermore, the immense physicality involved in rugby increases the likelihood of joint injuries, particularly in the knees and shoulders. Over time, these injuries can have long-term consequences for the player's health. Chronic traumatic encephalopathy, CTE, is a degenerative brain disease found in athletes who have experienced repeated blows to the head. Rugby players are particularly susceptible to CTE due to the frequent and forceful nature of the tackles in the sport. The symptoms of CTE can include memory loss, confusion, impaired judgment, and an increased risk of dementia and Parkinson's disease. To mitigate these risks, many rugby organizations have implemented stricter rules and protocols. These measures aim to reduce the number of dangerous tackles and protect players from unnecessary head injuries. However, despite these efforts, the inherent physicality of rugby means that injuries are still a significant concern. It is crucial for players to prioritize their long-term health and consider the potential risks associated with this demanding sport. 2. American football. Similar to rugby, American football involves intense physical contact and carries inherent risks of injury. The sport requires athletes to collide with opponents at high speeds, leading to potential concussions and other head injuries. These impacts can cause traumatic brain injuries, which can have long-lasting effects on the athlete's cognitive and physical well-being. Furthermore, the heavy protective gear worn by players may not offer adequate protection against the severity and frequency of the hits in American football. Over time, repeated blows to the head can result in cumulative damage, increasing the risk of chronic traumatic encephalopathy, CTE. This degenerative brain disease has been found in numerous former NFL players, highlighting the serious implications for athletes' long-term health. Organizations, such as the NFL, have taken steps to address players' safety concerns by modifying rules and implementing safety protocols. However, the high-impact nature of the sport makes it difficult to eliminate the risk of injury entirely. It is essential for players to be aware of the potential consequences for their brain health and make informed decisions about their participation in American football. 3. Boxing. Boxing is known as the sweet science and is a combat sport in which 2 individuals engage in a series of punches and footwork to outmaneuver their opponent. While it can be a highly skilled and strategic discipline, boxing also involves significant risks to one's health. The repetitive blows to the head can cause traumatic brain injuries, including concussions and CTE. Professional boxers are frequently exposed to repeated blows from their opponents, leading to cumulative damage in the brain. This prolonged exposure to head trauma increases the likelihood of developing CTE, which can manifest as symptoms like memory loss, confusion, and impaired judgment. Additionally, the impact of punches can cause other physical injuries, such as broken bones, cuts, and bruises. The accumulation of these injuries over time can have detrimental effects on the body. To mitigate these risks, boxing organizations have implemented safety regulations, including weight classes, protective gear, and medical supervision. However, the inherent nature of the sport means that injuries are inevitable. Athletes must carefully consider the potential long-term consequences and take necessary precautions to protect their health. 4. Wrestling. Wrestling is a combat sport that involves grappling and attempting to pin down or submit one's opponent. While it can be an excellent form of physical exercise and self-defense training, wrestling also poses certain risks to our health. The intense physical exertion required in wrestling can lead to muscle strains and joint injuries. The frequent takedowns, throws, and submissions can put a lot of stress on the body, leading to potential problems in the knees, back, and shoulders. Moreover, the use of specific holds and maneuvers can cause joint hyperextension or dislocation, further increasing the risk of injury. To minimize the risk of injury, wrestlers often wear protective gear and follow safety protocols. However, the dynamic and unpredictable nature of the sport means that accidents and unforeseen injuries can still occur. Athletes should prioritize their health and take appropriate measures to prevent and manage potential risks associated with wrestling. 5. Mixed martial arts, MMA. Mixed martial arts is a full-contact combat sport that allows a wide variety of fighting styles, including striking, grappling, and submissions. While MMA can be an exciting and dynamic sport, it also poses significant risks to athletes' health. The full-contact nature of the sport involves strikes and grappling, which can result in cuts, bruises, concussions, and joint injuries. The high intensity and physicality of MMA matches increase the likelihood of traumatic brain injuries, which can have long-term consequences for athletes' brain health. Furthermore, the diverse range of fighting styles in MMA means that athletes are exposed to various techniques that can cause injury, making it a high-risk activity. To ensure the safety of athletes, MMA organizations implement strict rules and regulations, including weight classes, protective gear, and medical supervision. However, the inherent danger of the sport remains. Athletes must prioritize their health, train rigorously, and take necessary precautions to minimize the risks involved in MMA. 6. Cycling. Cycling is a popular activity and a competitive sport enjoyed by people of all ages. While it offers numerous health benefits, such as improved cardiovascular fitness and reduced risk of chronic diseases, cycling also presents certain risks. One of the primary concerns in cycling is the risk of falls. Cyclists are susceptible to losing control and falling, which can result in road rash, fractures, and head injuries. The high speeds and narrow road surfaces on which cyclists often ride increase the potential severity of these injuries. Furthermore, cycling can put repetitive stress on the joints, particularly the knees and wrists. Prolonged cycling without proper form or equipment can lead to discomfort, strains, and potential injuries in these areas. To minimize the risk of injury while cycling, it is crucial to wear protective gear, maintain proper posture, and follow traffic rules. Regular maintenance of bicycles is also essential to ensure they are in good working condition, reducing the likelihood of mechanical failures. By taking these precautions, cyclists can enjoy the benefits of this activity while reducing potential health risks. 7. Skiing and snowboarding. Skiing and snowboarding are winter sports that involve sliding down snow-covered slopes on specialized equipment. While these activities can be enjoyable and exhilarating, they also pose certain risks to our health. Skiing and snowboarding require a high degree of balance and coordination, and falls are common, especially among beginners. These falls can lead to injuries such as sprains, strains, fractures, and head trauma. The impact from a fall on hard-packed snow or ice can be significant, increasing the severity of potential injuries. Additionally, the extreme cold temperatures at which these sports are typically practiced can cause frostbite and hypothermia if proper precautions are not taken. To minimize the risks associated with skiing and snowboarding, it is important to wear appropriate clothing, including layers to stay warm, and protective gear such as helmets and wrist guards. Beginners should start on beginner slopes and gradually progress to more challenging terrain as their skills improve. By taking these precautions, individuals can help ensure a safer and more enjoyable experience when participating in these thrilling winter sports. In conclusion, while sports offer numerous benefits for our physical and mental well-being, it is essential to be aware of the potential risks they may pose to our health. From contact sports like rugby and American football to combat sports like boxing and wrestling, it's important to choose activities that prioritize safety. Remember, engaging in any physical activity should be done with caution and proper guidance. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more informative content. Stay active, stay healthy, and make informed choices for a better well-being. Thanks for watching.